Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, for today's reading, I was out. I was out on our morning adventure with my dog, and I didn't have plans of making a reading. I was supposed to be cooking and getting ready for work, but when we were out on our morning adventure, I got the message that I needed to come on and I needed to share a quick message, that it was something important for the collective to know. And so when I sat down, I was like, I'll just use whatever cards are here. But they were like, no, we need the fairies. So we have fairy energy coming through, which makes sense because I found them when I was out in nature. And I have no inkling as to what it is. But let's just shake up the cards and see what comes out. It has to be quick because I got stuff to do. I hope you're having a good day. Okay. I'm getting a masculine energy kind of come through. He's very direct. Usually it's playful, but he's kind of like, no, like this is serious. I don't get, well, I don't know. Let's just see what the cards are. I don't think it's serious, but more so important for you to know. Just that there's things going on that are outside your knowledge. So we got the moon, which is all about illusions. It says powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. We got 3 of autumn and, okay. So just 3 cards because it has to be a quick reading. So we've got the moon. We've got the 3 of autumn, which is 3 of pentacles. Yeah, 3 of pentacles. It says follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. You're being compensated for your creative talents. And then we have the hermit card in reverse. So there's something that you do creatively that Spirit is saying you've put so much effort into this. You put so much heart, so much soul into it. And they're saying maybe you didn't quite get the support that you needed in the past, right? It's saying powerful, intuitive epiphanies and letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So in the past, you felt guided to do this thing. And you thought, you know, because I'm being guided to do this, that everything would align. But outside of yourself, it didn't quite go that way. You thought that your friends and family would be there to support you. But interesting enough, whenever it comes to our creative projects or our passions, our friends and family don't really ever support us. They say they do. They'll talk a big game, but it's usually complete strangers that you meet along your path, because you hold this light, you hold this energy, and they have a wish or a hope or a dream, and you find like-minded people to be on your path. And so it's just saying this epiphany, this aha, is not trying to force someone to be part of your journey or your story, loving them for how they are, but not everybody is meant to be whatever this passion of yours is. And it's not for you to get upset about it and be like, well, why didn't you support me? Why aren't you doing this? That's just not their energy. That's not their frequency. But Spirit says, I think that took a blow in the past, where it kind of made you be like, well, if my friends and family don't even support me, then is it even worth it? Like, am I even doing a good job? I don't know, it became like a self-worth thing. And people outside of you do not determine your worth, because now we come back to this 3 of autumn. And I'm being drawn to mostly like the frost. And it says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. And so the only way that you can be the best is by picking yourself up and trying again and trying again and trying again. And so frost, being a little bit frosty, that, you know, maybe out of 10 times, 9 times out of 10, something didn't work. But that's because you can evaluate it and reassess and try from something else, right? It's gaining that wisdom and that knowledge. So fairies are saying, just try again. Don't stop. We don't want you to determine your worth from what other people outside of yourself thinks. We want you to go within, and you were divinely guided for it, because we guided you that way. We're not just going to make everything right. If your success only just went in a straight line all the time, that would be just luck. And you're not lucky. You're the best at what you do because you've overcome so many challenges, right? Especially when it comes to winter. I'm seeing 3 of autumn, right? 3 of winter would have been next. Autumn is the time of that harvest and things, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you had like a good hop, a good jump at the beginning, and then that harvest, and it was like, yes. But then did you plan wisely? Do you understand how cycles and seasons work? Because when the winter came, did you save your fruits? Were you able to stretch it out longer when there was that void? And so I'm seeing the void be kind of like maybe writer's block or a creativity block or something, right? In winter, there's not so much sunshine. We get a little bit tired. It's more hibernation and inner reflection. So it's saying, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative ideas. And that's what winter is. It's like going back to that drawing board, going within, hibernating, thinking about what you want to do. But we're not in that season right now. We're not at that at all. And so I'm feeling this guy, this fairy energy is like, it's concerning, because like, it's like when you got knocked down, you always are supposed to get up. That's the true test of your character. It's not what the other people think outside of you, it's what you think of yourself. And each time you get back up is a miracle. It's amazing. It's like all this, like that kind of energy. They're just like, they're showing like a party and a dance. That was the true test. That's the true wisdom. It's not what you're doing, it's how you do it. And so this test or this phase was, will you get back up when you realize that the way you thought things were supposed to be didn't happen that way? And so then we have the Hermit in reverse, right? That's you picking yourself back up and coming at it a new way. And I'm hearing you don't even have to come at it a new way. That it's, getting chills. It's not a new way. You've always been doing what you do is great. It said you're the best at what you do. It's saying the way outside perceives you and viewing that as success. That's not success. Those people aren't, yes, they're part of your family, your friends, your whatever, but there's others who are on the soul level of that plan that are still coming in, and those are people that are going to like really empower you and support you, and you're going to support them. And so it's not meant for just to be a lonely journey. It says for Hermit, find or be a mentor. And that's what I was kind of getting. It's like they're going to support you and be like, you know what, I love what you got. Like they understand your purpose or your story or journey, and you're going to help them. Because you're going to be like, hey, I've learned that lesson, and do you know what I kind of learned about it? Here's some things. And then maybe you might save them a really deep hermit isolation period where they could just find that missing puzzle piece to get back up and try again. Because that's the main thing. Just get back up and try again. So it says, find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So they showed me almost like a tree, not a tree, a plant, when it went to hermit mode, right? You cut trees or things back, you cut them down, and then the next cycle is this huge growth. And so it's saying a commitment to your spiritual growth. By you cutting back before, you thought it was a failure or a loss, but in fact it was too much energy going into that kind of left it straggly, like reaching for the light. Usually when plants aren't getting enough light, they turn really long and spindly. And so cutting it back and now focusing on the roots, on the safety, survival, whatever that grounding energy is. And it's just so interesting that I was just around trees when all this was coming. And why am I saying this? So where I was, they usually take the trees that fall down and they like chop them all up into like wood shavings and then put it on the ground. And I was just sitting there admiring it. And I was like, there's a purpose for everything. Something that you think is dead or gone or old, it's like recycling that new idea. And so it's time to come back out. Like it said, take a break from society. No, this is opposite. This is you connecting with others. And maybe in the past, society or the people that you wanted the time and attention from didn't resonate on your story level. And that's because there's so many ways to be the best at what you do. It says, go back to this one, and I feel like pulling this one card. What is it? It's the star. So, and that kind of looks like a star. I keep being, oh, there's tons of stars here. So 3. When I saw that, I never saw those stars, but I'm seeing 3 stars. There's more stars, but 3 stood out. It says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. I'm getting mad chills. What about this? There's something to do with 3. The power of 3. And that's what they're saying. It's like it went from hermit, and then it went from you and another, and maybe that's like a partnership or something, but it's like almost when you just have the 2, it's saying to bring in the 3rd energy. And once you bring in that 3rd energy, because it's saying society, so I'm seeing it as group mentality. That 3rd person really keeps things balanced and stable. I find that when it's just you can stay very stunt or introverted. When it's 2, you could be easily persuaded by the other's perception. And then when the 3rd one comes, it keeps everyone accountable and fresh and new and whole. And I'm just getting like this more fun, playful energy when there's some more to bounce ideas off of. So let's finish up on this star card. Oh, so over here, it almost is like this circle. It almost looks like a grate, like he's putting his time and his energy into it. I'm seeing it almost like Reiki channeling or energy channeling, and like putting your time. And every time you get back up, every time you write that whatever, you put your energy into whatever it is that your creative project is, it saved it. It's not like it just was wasted. And so now when it comes to the star, it says, look to the future with hope and optimism. So I see you putting your time into this circle, into this object or project or whatever it is, you know what it is. And now that it's time for the star to think of the future, there's like a lid here, and it was like a grate. It almost was like you putting all your, right, as it said, fruit in abundance. You taking your fruit and things and saving for the winter when it didn't happen. And you did that. In the winter, I feel like you still kept squirreling away. You didn't hibernate as much as you thought. It's just always something been building and building and building. And so the hardest part for you was to go into hermit mode and to go do that inner reflection. But I get now that you've been there, you've gotten so used to that isolation. As I said, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. The challenges are over. It's safe for you to trust and love, and it just might be with different people than you thought would have supported you at the beginning. And so now she opens it back up and all these stars come out. Whereas this one is you putting the star, the energy in. Now it's like opening that up and releasing it. And it says, being compensated for your creative being compensated for your creative talents. you just kept at it during your challenging times. And so the challenging times are over. And so it's time for you to trust your process again. Even though it got stunted a little bit, there's huge growth coming right now. And so with that, we'll leave it there. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.